Welcome to the Sold Too Early Sports Card Podcast. Currently pumping one of one David Johnson rookie autographs. That's Kai. I'm a sad Giants fan. Welcome to episode 22 of the podcast. Kai, how the hell you doing?
I'm doing good. Today's been a big day for quarterbacks for both of us. I know
I
you
hate
have
it.
a little bit more than I do to touch on that since you actually did have something go down.
I know. So the Giants have signed Daniel Jones to a 4-year, $160 million contract with potential to go up to $195 million. Basically what the deal boils down to at the end of the day is a 2-year, $82 million deal. There's more information I'm sure that will come out after this podcast is recorded. We're recording it an hour after this news came out. I'm a Giants fan. I have said constantly I'm okay with whatever the front office wants to do. But seeing this contract, seeing what it could potentially be, I hate it. I don't like this deal. Like, even if you're the biggest Giants homer, you would maybe rank Daniel Jones like 12th, 13th best quarterback if you're like a real homer on the Giants. No reasonable fan would put him in the top 10 ranking for quarterbacks. I think he's more of like literally like the definition of a mid quarterback, like 16th, 17th best quarterback. And I feel like this is a massive overpay for someone who just is not, he's not the guy, in my opinion.
We were kind of talking about it a little bit, but I feel like it's honestly not that bad, just considering the fact that he is kind of like your guy right now. And the mid-tier quarterbacks, like you're gonna have to pay him like
I
somewhere in
know
that
it's
range,
it's
anyways.
so annoying. So right now, at this moment in time, he's the seventh highest paid quarterback in the NFL, tied with Stafford and Dak. Um, quarterbacks who are going to get an extension this year, most likely. Lamar's going to get a new contract. Jalen Hurts, Herbert, Burrow. So he's going to end up being like 10th, 11th, maybe 12th highest paid quarterback. But this number just seems too high. I don't really think Daniel Jones is just that good. That's the thing. Like, I don't see it, and I'm not really happy with what the Giants did. I know you have to do it, but I don't like this at this moment in time. I hope I'm wrong, but like I'm not feeling this deal.
Yeah, on the flip side, so Lamar got tagged. You got the non-exclusive tag, so teams
Yep.
can like negotiate with him. The Falcons aren't going after him apparently, based on
As
like
of right
multiple
now,
reports. So you never know what happened, but I mean, this is kind of the path I wanted them to take because the way I look at it is that, like you just mentioned, there's going to be, I don't know, probably 15 teams with quarterbacks and like mega extensions the next year or so, and then the way I look at it is the Falcons are going to have probably the most cap space the next like 2 or 3 seasons, and they're going to have the best shot at getting the best free agents. I think
we're
that's what
drafting
people,
someone next year if they're bad again.
yeah. And I mean, building the team before you get the quarterback, I feel like is the way to do it. So I'm
What's
not too upset with it. But
What's interesting is the Falcons might do what the Texans did this year. Like, you really lose nothing by giving Desmond Ritter an entire year to be the quarterback, and your potential, if he's good, is let's say 6-11, 7-10, whatever.
well,
But
the
you
thing
have
with that is that's what we did this year.
but you really didn't though. Ritter didn't play that much, right?
Well, we were 7-10 with a worse quarterback.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like,
So with Ritter,
even
I
if you
feel like
take a
our floor
even
is
if you take
slightly
a step
higher than
back,
that.
like record wise, but Ritter is good, then you don't have to worry about like an early first round pick on a quarterback. If he's
Yeah,
bad and you're 1-16, 2-15, well, then you go get, Bryce Young or whatever quarterback it would be in that draft class. I don't pay too much attention to college football. I don't really care. Like
for the record, Bryce Young's this year.
this year, all right, who's the other
Next
quarterback?
next year it's Caleb Williams.
Thank you. I did get those two
He's
mixed
like
up. I appreciate that.
really good. He's probably the best quarterback in the last like 5 years, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I appreciate you confirming my mix up because I don't
Yeah,
follow college football
no,
too
you're good.
much. But like it's such an interesting dynamic because you are a Falcons fan. You do have this cap space. Who are you going to sign in free agency this year? If you're not going after
Oh,
Lamar,
there's a lot of good players this
I,
year.
I meant I was talking about quarterback wise, like
Oh
just
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
the conversation.
There's like those mid-tier guys. There's like Jimmy G, but it's like you're not signing them to
I
be
would,
your franchise guy.
I
Like,
would, if you really wanted to go get a backup quarterback, I would go get Jameis Winston. Like fuck it, it doesn't matter.
well, I don't think the Falcons are going to sign anyone to more than like a 1 year deal.
No, they shouldn't. But that's exactly it.
Yeah,
Like I think if you're an intelligent Falcons fan, you would hope for your young quarterback to either be good and not have to worry about like an early first round pick, or be like Davis Mills and suck ass. And hey, there you go. Now you have the first, second, or third
yeah.
overall pick, and you got
I,
a
I have a
quarterback.
feeling. I have a feeling they might draft someone, honestly, but we'll see.
You think so?
I don't like know so, but I like have a sort of feeling they might. But if they don't, I'm so fine. I'm fine with Ritter honestly going into the year, but we'll
I
see.
think you should be. I think that's a sneak, even just card wise or not card wise. Like I think that's a pretty smart move.
He's on it. I mean, like I'm very biased, obviously, but
Obviously, but
he
like I'm even
really
saying as a
he
Giants
looked
fan, like I don't
solid.
mind your
Like he
spot.
wasn't that bad. Yeah.
No, it's so
So
weird,
we'll
man. I
see.
don't love it. I'm very annoyed as a Giants fan. You guys have a
You
lot of
guys tagged
options.
Saquon as well.
So I get why we have to do that, but like I could see Saquon holding out. Hopefully, it's not like a Le'Veon Bell
I could
situation,
too.
but like it could entirely be that way. Listen, there might be a conversation after trade Saquon Barkley. Like if he refuses to play under the tag and you don't want to pay him $20
What do
million,
you get though?
you get like a third or fourth round pick. Like you're not
Do
going
you
to get
really though?
you're not going to get market value for him. First off, like not even close. I don't know what McCaffrey went for off the rip, but
Like I want to say he didn't get a 1, did he? I think it was like a 2, 3, 4 or something.
I'll tell you in a
I
second. But
could be totally wrong, but I don't know.
like you're not going to get a major deal for him. Let's see what they got. They had a third and fourth round pick in 2023 and a fifth round selection in 2024. Oh, I'm sorry. They also got a second. Okay. So
Okay.
let me edit my thought real quick. If the Giants trade Saquon Barkley, assuming the team that trades for him gets a contract extension, maybe you get a second and like a third. The Giants don't really have too much leverage here, but like you're kind of fucked. Like you either have to pay Saquon a significant amount of money after this year, which is not a great idea regardless, or you have to trade him on, pennies for the dollar. Like it's just, I don't know. It's not a very good moment.
Yeah, I
Like
don't like your guys' position at all, to be honest with
I
you.
really don't. Like you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you let Saquon walk
Like,
for nothing,
yeah,
you're just fucked. Like and Dave Gettleman's a bad man. Should not have drafted Saquon anyway at 2. And now if you extend
yeah.
him, you might be dealing with a player who already had injury concerns in his younger 20s, aging poorly and just really causing an issue for a team that really can't afford any more mess ups.
You guys are in a really tough spot.
I don't
Just
like it. I
FYI.
really don't.
Every team like goes through it. They're like, we've been in cap hell for like this last season, the one before that. Like we're finally like fixed now. It's gonna be nice, but it's so brutal when you're in that like weird phase of like not actually being good, but like trying to be good.
Well, that's the thing too. Is the Giants' ceiling right now is like the Titans or the Vikings.
The Titans are
No, not the Titans of last year. Like the Titans of like 2017 to like 2021,
yeah,
because we were
yeah.
talking about this in the group
I
chat
mean,
before.
they made a championship game, right?
But that's their ceiling. The Giants' ceiling is that. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about all that.
The ceiling, the
I don't know about
ceiling.
that.
You think it's even lower?
Yeah.
Okay, then there you go. That's the point you're making.
Same realm though, like 1 or 2 playoff games, like same
Okay,
realm.
that's fine. Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
same
Giants were over. They were well punching above themselves this year when they beat the Vikings in the playoffs and then got
fair enough.
But the point I'm trying to make is like Daniel Jones does not take you to that next level. And whether it's you compare him to the Vikings, ironically enough, or the Titans, or a good regular season team that like cannot get it done in the playoffs, that's what the Giants are right now with Daniel Jones. It's just not going to be enough. So I don't know. I don't like it. I would have very gladly taken a stopgap quarterback this year and then drafted someone next year in a draft class that's supposedly always going to be incredible because every draft class has a generational quarterback and there's 5 taken in the first 4 picks because that's how quarterbacks work and all this other stupid shit that is just how the NFL works. So
just playing like GM Dave, like from here, like what would your next like sort of like concept of moves be like to help you guys? Like what would you
I don't know.
think?
I would trade back because the Giants have too many holes as usual, and like just accumulate good picks.
What pick do you guys have? Like 20?
I don't know off the top of the head. I don't pay any attention to the NFL draft till the very last moment because I hate mock draft season. I only really
You're
care
probably in the early 20s, right?
Gotta be, unless we don't have the Bears pick because that was last year and we drafted Cardavius Tony and that didn't work.
Did you say Cardavius Tony?
Whatever his name is, I don't know, man. I'm
Kadarius?
I'm
Super Bowl champion Kadarius Tony?
Yes, of course. Thank you. Dude, I'm just trying to like get everything together and it's always a mess. 25th. Okay, yeah. Ooh. So yeah, you got to trade back. Like get 2 seconds.
You're really Yeah, I don't know if you're getting 2 seconds, but
You don't know about that one. It depends on
like
who's
and a
available.
first or just 2 seconds?
What'd you say?
Like and the first or just
No,
2
no, no.
seconds?
You get like 33 and like
Oh yeah, you could do
yeah,
that. You could do that. I thought you
and
meant and
something
a
else.
first. I was like, I don't know about all that.
No, no, no. You would not get a first rounder and something else. You can get first rounder next year and like some other goodies. It depends. You never know. I would trade back, get more assets. Giants always need multiple positions of need.
That's what I want the Falcons to do too.
I
Trade
would.
back.
I mean, at this point now, the Giants are contenders, roughly. If you can't trade back, I trade for DeAndre Hopkins if I'm GM Dave and just go for it because the Giants really, really, truly need a wide receiver.
You'd
Not
rather
the
trade
first round
your
pick. Let me make sure.
like
You're not giving up a first round pick for DeAndre. You're not giving up a second.
no, probably like a second or third. Yeah,
I would even say like a third plus some stuff.
you would give a second, third, whatever.
I wouldn't give
For
a second. I give like a
30-something
third and like a fourth.
for like
Which,
a 30-something-year-old receiver on like a 20 mil a year deal over drafting a rookie.
if you're if you're really going for it this year and like this is like your window being fully open, fuck it, you have to. Like you
Can
have
you
to
guys even
give
like
them every
afford
opportunity
him?
to be good.
Can you guys afford Hopkins?
I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Like, I have no idea. We can afford Daniel Jones at $40 million. So
Fair enough. Yeah.
yeah, it's a mess. I don't like it.
Really quick, while we're still talking about like NFL and drafts, I've been
Yeah.
kind of dabbling with like Bowman University this year. I haven't bought any boxes, but I'm kind of enjoying buying like lots of like the key rookies. I don't know. It's
Did
kind of
you
fun.
sell anyone into like the scouting combine, like the hype of that, or no?
No, see, I haven't sold anything yet. I'm just like getting everything in. I'm gonna send a bunch off to PSA. I have like one order going right now, and I have another one I'm planning on sending, but hope is to have everything back by the draft.
I mean, dude, that'd be sick. I really am looking forward to the draft season, like getting into it because right now it's you
Yeah.
go look at a mock draft from a month ago and be so out of date because like
Oh
Anthony
yeah.
Richardson has moved up like
And then
30,
yeah, and then you got
30
like
rounds
Jalen
somehow.
Carter, who's like arrested.
Yeah, he's still gonna go like top 10 just because like LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. It feels like every draft, like there's one quarterback or two that like goes from like a mid second round pick or like a third round pick to, oh, he's so physically gifted. We need to draft him right now. Pick one, and then like
yeah, well,
usually
the
they're not that good.
thing with him is like obviously he's probably not going to be that good, but the potential of him is like top best quarterback in the league. Honestly,
I know,
like,
which
if he
is so
actually
funny,
pans
but
out,
dude, he does not throw the ball well. Like he's just
he doesn't.
not. He's not actually a good
I've seen a
quarterback.
lot of people saying he should transition to tight end, which I mean, like
That'd be really
whatever, but
funny.
like
He's got what four
I mean,
four speed.
yeah, he's like 6'4", 240,
So
4.4
like,
speed.
there's a difference between being like the best athlete on the field, which he like
Probably
probably is
is.
at any
Yeah.
given moment, but he just cannot play the position of quarterback
I mean,
well
he's a
at this moment in
fucking
time.
cannon though. Like
But
he
that's
can.
the thing too, is like it does. Okay, you have the great cannon.
It doesn't matter, but
Yeah,
like
if you can
he
make every
does.
throw on the field, sure. But if you're going to overthrow it by 20 yards because you have
Yeah,
no
no,
touch,
but
I
yeah,
don't know, man. It's tough.
it'll be interesting.
I'd rather have Daniel Jones than Anthony Richardson at this moment in time. Not saying Anthony Richardson is not good, but I know
But
what Daniel Jones can be.
but would you rather have Daniel Jones on the 40 something ish per year or Richardson on the rookie deal?
Rookie deal. I mean, that's not
So
a
you'd rather have
conversation.
him.
We're just talking hypothetically. First off, somehow the Giants drafting Anthony
You
Richardson.
started with the hypothetical, anyways.
I know. The point I'm trying to make is that like Jones at least can do everything on the NFL football field, maybe not super well, but Richardson, his bust potential is so high, it would
Oh
make me
yeah,
nervous.
he's probably not going to be good, but
No, he's not. But like,
if
he
he
could be
is,
anything.
ooh, yeah.
I'd be terrified.
Speaking of,
I
no,
applaud
you're
whoever
good.
ends up drafting him. I also applaud if they start him in the first year, which he is just not ready
He's
to be.
if you want him to be good, you can't start him the first year. He's not going to be good.
So someone's going to start him the first week anyway, just because that's how
Yeah,
it goes.
I really thought really quick. I really thought the Seahawks were going to try to get him, but I'm not guessing that's going to happen now with Geno.
I see the
Who knows?
Panthers might get him. Like there's conversation that might happen.
Yeah, that'd be such a Panthers pick.
They would have to start him day one too. That's the thing.
The new Cam Newton.
They would have to start him day one, unless you
Yeah,
pick up like Jimmy G or
they still have
or
Darnold,
Jameis
right?
or something.
Do they not have Darnold still?
I don't think they do. I think the
Okay,
only
yeah.
player under contract is like Matt Corral or something.
PJ Walker.
No, I really don't even think PJ Walker's still
I
there.
don't
That was
think they
like,
do either. Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to keep track of everything if
it
I don't do
is.
anything well. All right, let's talk about some card stuff. I know, shocking, right? The sports card
Ugh,
podcast talking about sports card.
hurts.
It's Dallas week, dude. I feel like we do this every 6 weeks or so because that's how often this show is. I fucking love the Dallas Card Show. Going to be setting up with Mikey of Mikey's Cards, who you may have heard of. Famously graced this podcast last week. He and I are setting up together. Going to be fun. Really excited for that. I feel like we have like a pretty tight knit group of people that like come to the show, and whether we're getting PF Changs together or just bullshitting or like just enjoying each other's company, that community aspect of sports cards really kind of shines through. And I've said this before, I'll stand by it. It's very click-ish. Like I feel like we're back in high school again, especially with the people who do travel to most of these shows. But it's fun. I enjoy what I do, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world most days. But hey, listen, I consistently will rank Dallas a B plus show. I don't know if it's going to hold up compared to like Burbank, which is so interesting because Burbank was an A plus across the board both times. So it's kind of interesting to see that like there is a true competitor to this show.
So you think Burbank will like solidify second best show?
I think Burbank will solidify the second best show in August. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It like you can call that a hot take, you can call that a homer, even though I'm New Jersey, I'm nowhere close to LA or Burbank area, but like, dude, it really is now the West Coast National. Like they went from a small-ish show that had 3+ hour wait to the Ontario Convention Center being just swarmed to an even bigger venue in Anaheim coming in August. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
they're
man.
switching again.
Yeah, they're going to Anaheim.
Is there like a reason for that, or they?
I think it's just a larger venue. Like whatever space they had in Ontario is X, and this new one is Y. So,
I don't really know the geography really well. Is that like far away from Ontario?
so I flew into John Wayne Airport, and it's closer to that than Orange County, or closer than Ontario. So I think my Uber to the Ontario Card Show, which there's an airport right there, which is super funny, but I just couldn't get a flight in. It was like 40 minutes. I think the one to Anaheim, like that Uber would be like 20 minutes instead. It's definitely a shorter ride personally for me.
And then the first one was like actually
It was
at,
in
like,
Burbank proper.
area. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So it'll be interesting. I mean, I'm gonna go. I don't know if my girlfriend will come with me. I'm not sure how long I'll be there for, but it's a trip that I'm going across the country for consistently as long as they continue to do it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Listen. I don't know. It'll be interesting. What else? I bought a pretty substantial lot from Tyler, Hot Corner, fucking whatever the
Numbers.
Yeah, Hot Corner 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 1 whatever. No, Tyler, love you. Thank you for the deal. The largest item, the one that headlines the deal for me, was that Josh Allen Optic Raider Rookie Gold PSA 9. Just a gorgeous card. Excited to get it in. Why I like the move for myself, and I'm a little biased, of course, on this because I bought the card. It was quite expensive. People are kind of down on Josh Allen right now. That hype cycle hasn't really started yet. It's going to eventually, so I'm trying to be one step ahead of it. He was an MVP candidate 2 of the last 3 years. He was second and third in 2020, and he was third in 2022. In 2021, I don't think he placed, whatever. It also has like a longer leash than most of these like cards these days because I could theoretically own it at the National and be okay with it. I would like to move it now. Like, don't get me wrong. If I get the opportunity to flip the card this weekend in Dallas, I'm 100% going to do it. But if I don't,
so you're not worried about it.
I'm not. No, if I have to hold
Yeah.
it till the National, or I move it in Chicago next week, or at a random show here in New Jersey in 3 months, okay. No, I'm not going to panic about it. I'll get the number eventually. It's a great card to own. Would I like to move it? Yeah, of course. I like to move any card I own. Will I panic? No, not really.
Yeah, I mean that's a card where it's like that's perfect. Like if you end up having it at the national, like people are gonna be swarming you
Yeah,
for that
someone
card.
will want it. It's gonna go to someone else. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna hold that card forever. I would like to move it, of course, but I don't
it's
like.
honestly one of those you might even want to like put away to the national. I don't know if you want to,
I
but
mean,
like
sure. I put it on eBay 20K. I'll just see what happens.
yeah, but
Fuck it, doesn't matter.
yeah.
All right, what's on your mind, Kai? What are you thinking about?
Honestly, it's been with the draft. Free agency starts like next Tuesday, I
I believe
think.
so.
I'm just really excited for that because I think the Falcons are going to be super, super, super active for the first time and since I can like remember. We never have cap space, so um, basically just football. Spring break's coming up, so have a week
Pretty
off
soon.
here,
What are you doing for
and
spring break? Do
then
you know yet or no?
nothing too crazy. Might go to my friend's like beach house for a couple of days, but like no trips or anything really planned.
Good shit. Good for you.
But yeah, just nice little break and get to unwind a little bit. Have a lot of PSA subs coming back. Just got to sort through those and kind of get them listed and stuff. But
You should see if there's a
just
show the weekend
yeah.
your spring break is, and see if you want to like mix in some
Well,
work.
I mean, there literally is. It's Dallas, but the problem is
Oh
it's the
wait.
tail end of like my spring break, so I'm
Oh
not sure if I can like
no.
swing it. Yeah.
Is it this
I,
show or is it the
well,
like main?
Dallas is this weekend, right?
Oh, so you're talking about spring break is right now.
Oh wait, no, I thought Dallas was next weekend. Okay, so
Next
then
weekend is Chicago.
I hypothetically could go to Dallas, but I don't know if I'd be able to book it like reasonably priced.
No, probably not.
But yeah, I do really want to try to get to the next Dallas during the summer, though. That
You
would be
should.
nice.
Well, the next
What
one's
month is that? Like
May. So
May? I mean, that
yeah.
would work. Is it end of May?
I think it's like May 8th to 11th, something random. I
Oh, it's
don't.
my graduation. Okay, I
Oh
probably
no, you
can't
got
do
to go to
that.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
damn it,
yeah.
fucking need your degree.
We'll keep trying. When's
Yeah,
the
I know.
next one? Do you know?
Once the thing is too is like once you actually are like, you're not a real adult, but like once you're like a real adult, because I'm not even there. Like, and you have like financial freedom and like no responsibility outside of your job. It's pretty nice to be able to like have the flexibility that you don't have in college. Like I can tell you,
Yeah,
dude, I had no fucking money in college, like relatively. Anything I had, I spent on trading cards and not weed or drugs because I wanted the trading card stuff. And I was fucking poor. It sucked, but it's so funny that like how long have I been asked? I'm 26, so what, 5 years of like actually earning like a real salary. It's so much better. It's like the freedom you have in college is nowhere compared to like what you have as an adult when you have like actually like a stable job.
yeah, I can imagine.
Ah, dude, it's great. It's so good. Like no responsibilities just yet. Like no fucking kids, no dog, no nothing. Like just gotta keep my my girlfriend happy. So, and even then, she's not
Yeah,
happy when I travel too much. But oh well.
she'll get over it.
Yeah, she will. Speaking of traveling, I had this in my notes. So and what a good segue. Whenever I travel for a show, I've noticed I have like a pattern, a trend of like what I do to like make sure I'm like traveling correctly. And Kai, you can somewhat relate to this or take notes here for yourself. These are the essentials like I bring to like a show when I travel. I bring an extra pair of clothes, like just in case something fucking stupid happens and like I'm stuck in the airport for an extra day. Bring deodorant. You guys fucking smell. Like, please bring deodorant. Just disgusting. Like, I don't know why I have to say this, but I do. Bring a portable charger. Dude, the portable charger is probably my favorite thing I've ever bought. Like a really high quality one. Just what a lifesaver to have at a show when you're not near an outlet and you're comping cards for 3-4 hours, or
Oh,
just like,
drains the battery.
dude, you need a portable charger. And I'll add to this like a high quality case. My carry on for flying is a Zion Goliath case. I fucking love it. It was $300, but like, it was so worth it. I'm not telling you and everyone that you need to have like the best case, but I bought the best sports car case and it's gonna hold up forever. Like I might have that case for 30-40 years.
Use promo code extraordinary cards.
No, I don't know. Although Lane, who I would love to get on this podcast one day, does have a code, which is super
We
funny.
gotta get you a code.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Once again, like we talk
You're
a
a
lot
big
about
rep of them.
we do talk a lot about car ladder. We talk a little bit about Zion cases. Like, if you make a good product, I'll just fucking say my mind. I don't ever want this podcast to be sponsored. Like, dude, if we get to the point where people approach us to sponsor it, I'm gonna say no because I don't want that. I don't want this to ever be like influenced by exterior things financially or promoting products that might be ass, like ISA
Not even
grading or
SeatGeek.
HGA or whatever. So, I don't want to ever have this be sponsored. It's just going to be us. and if you are a showrunner though, and you do want to hear us sponsor your shit though, you can give me a premier spot and I will shill everything you do. But besides that,
You don't want to do a SeatGeek ad read?
oh yeah, no. SeatGeek and gambling and Raid Shadow Legends somehow comes into this. I don't really know how. Also, like the podcast is going to turn into a cooking show as I do like Hello Fresh. You know how it is. Maybe we'll make a segment called Sold Out Saturday where we just like every Saturday just
Oh, I like that.
dude, alliterations just work. What else do I bring to shows when I travel? Healthy snacks, dude. I've realized, I'm not old. Once again, I'm like 26, but like if you bring like healthy food with you on shows mentally, I've realized I stay much longer in the game. Like the second I get tired at these shows, whether it's trade nights, or even at the show themselves, I'm like, fuck this. I want to go to bed. Like I want to go like take a break for like an hour. But like the healthy snacks, like just keep my brain sharp. So I can like stay in it longer. Like I don't feel the need to like, I can eat fucking burgers and fries or whatever else any single day I want to. When I'm here, I want to be on my A game. I need to keep myself like mentally in check. Let me do this. And then I also, dude, I bring fucking comfortable clothes, like flying there and back. I like predetermined clothes.
I do that too
for flying.
Yeah.
It's so fucking nice.
You have to.
You have to. It's so worth it. Like, that's me being an old person. So
no,
I think
that's normal. I
think it's good information though.
It definitely is. I mean, like everything you've said is like it's bare like essentials. Like that's the bare minimum you should bring. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
also, fucking once again, I'm booking first class there and back to Dallas because if I have to check my bag. Yeah, I do. First off, it's like $250 per each way. Which once again, I'm
for
not
first class.
First class there and back.
That's not bad.
$250 each way, so it's $500 total.
That's not bad at all.
No, it's not bad at all. Once again, like when you put this in the context of sports cards, like that's not that much money, which is really fucking bad when you say that. Because I'm not a bougie person. But I do get bougie when it comes to flying because I don't like to fly. I will pay the exuberant fee to be in first class. Like 9 times out of 10 for Dallas, I'm flying first class like one way home, or one way there, one way back, whatever it is. I'm booking first class.
Yeah, I mean $250 is a great deal for that, so I definitely would too. Yeah,
and like that's not a crazy card. Like what's like this, I have a Trey Turner at auction. So like this Trey Turner Bowman Chrome auto that you could probably win on my auction on my eBay pays for half of that. Like it's so fucking funny when you put into context like real money versus like an okay sports card. It doesn't matter. Like it really fucks with your mind. I try to stay in the real world with it, but like it's not always possible. Oh, actually, wait, before we go into NBA, well, this is somewhat related. Do you see what's his name? Little Pole Man, I think that's his name. Open the case of 27 Prism or 28.
Oh yeah, 2018. Yeah.
Thank you. Dude, that entire case was like 50 to 60 grand. That is the average income of someone in the US open and trading cards in like 35.
Probably more actually.
Yeah, probably a little bit more, but like
that's insane. Yeah, that was a pretty shitty.
Fucks with your brain. Like it really does. Like it's so scary. Like
it's like a 2-hour case opening is like someone's year.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's the stuff that keeps me up at night. It's just like thinking about like how, and that's not even the peak of it, dude. 2020 once again was just the best time. If you were intelligent, it was so easy to make money back then. I do kind of miss it.
While we're really quickly to end off this, how is your ball doing?
Oh, the Babe Ruth ball is currently at auction at PWCC Premier. It has 1 week, 2 days left. And right now I'm going to just reload it and see if it has another bid.
Can't believe you didn't mention this.
I mean, we're not talking about PWCC right now. It currently has a 9K bid and a buyer's premium. So its total is $10,800. So I've already profited. I bought it for $7,500. I think it goes for 20K. Like we'll know more in a week, like when we're talking about this. But it looks good. Like they featured it front and center on their marketing.
Yeah, I saw
that. On their website, dude. It looks fucking good. I'm excited. Like, would I have liked to keep the ball? Sure. but the money's going to a good place, and my wallet is a good place. We'll see what happens. I'm excited, dude. I really am. It's a good flip.
That's sick.
All right, let's talk about some other ball. How about basketball? Yeah, I'm working on it, man. The Knicks
was
have
great.
won 9 in a row. Do you think they're legit? Do you think like this
No.
could? No, okay, I agree. You made this not
No.
damn it. I
I've
think
never been a big Knicks person. I
no,
just don't.
no
Brunson's
shit.
good, but
Brunson's great.
yeah.
I think he just won Player of the Month too, which is dope. Whoever they play in the first round it's gonna be a really good series. I could see whoever they play going like to 7. But they are definitely a tier below Boston, 76ers, Bucks, Cavs, maybe. I don't know.
I don't
Like,
really like the Cavs either in the
I don't
playoffs, to be
know.
honest.
Cavs are interesting, but once again, like whoever the Knicks play round 1 is going to be a very, very good series, and they could win.
Yeah.
I mean, they might be the favorite in most of those games. I don't know what's going
So
to work out.
they're what, 5 now?
They're the
I
5
think.
seed.
So I think they're pretty much almost locked in to be playing against the Cavs, right?
Yeah, which they could win that series. Go 7, in my opinion. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like that's a great first round series if that's what it ends up being.
It is, but at the same time, I don't think it's like an exciting series.
I disagree with you. I mean, listen, anytime the Knicks make the playoffs is an exciting time, even as a Nets fan, because New York does come to life, and you can feel the energy even here in New Jersey. MSG would be rocking. Like I would even debate going to a game if it wasn't significantly overpriced for a team I don't care about. But
Yeah.
it would be rocking. That'd be a great atmosphere to be in.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't think anyone outside of like the Bucks and Celtics really have a shot in the East, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. Listen, the 76ers are not going to punt it somehow, some way. They're going to blow it up. Like they're just not going to. They'll somehow fuck it up there, and I would be surprised if anyone outside of Boston or the Bucks represent the East in the finals. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. All right. Speaking of people shooting themselves in the foot like the 76ers, Ja Morant.
What an elite transition.
Yeah, I'm getting there. The Ja Morant situation, dude, this is so bad. Like card wise, not card wise, this could be really bad. There were conversations that it could be a 50-game suspension because he might have brought a gun on a plane. That's not necessarily
Okay, I saw that
true.
was fake.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I think it was Mark Stein was reporting on it. That's incorrect. He either like misunderstood the rules or he made it up or both. But Ja has been suspended for 2 games by the team. I know the police are looking into it. I know the league is going to look into it. If not, they've already started. Dude, what the fuck happens now? If you're buying, are you buying Ja Morant? Are you fucking selling? Are you holding?
No, I'm not buying Ja Morant. No chance.
I would be very terrified to buy any Ja Morant stuff right now. Now,
it's not even like being terrified. It's more of like literally just like burn, like watching your money just burn.
So, who I think it was War Chief has a Ja Morant flawless RPA. I don't know if it's the true RPA.
It is the true RPA.
It is the true RPA 9510. He had an eBay offer at 13 grand. I don't know where that card peaked at. I would be lying to you if I knew off the top of my head, but I saw that. I'm like, that seems like a good deal. And I did want to debate it. No, I didn't go after it. But like at some point, like if someone came up to me at a show and said, "Hey, I have this Ja Morant flawless RPA, and I want like 7,500 for it," I'd be like, I think I'm gonna buy it. I think I would buy it. Like if it was like a so stupid price, like I think I would be consider. I think I would consider grabbing one and just hoping.
Yeah, I feel like in your case though, it's a lot easier. Like you could, if like worst case scenario, you make like $500 moving it for like a random lot. Like
trade down on it.
Yeah, like no, you would be fine on that. Yeah. More David Johnsons.
And the premier guy. Yeah, that I could be persuaded. Yeah, someone came up to me at the Dallas show this weekend, like, "Hey man, I hate Ja Morant. Can you buy this off me at 50% comp?" Well, not 50. But,
you would probably buy it.
Oh hell yeah, I would. But man, that's so scary. I don't even know. Like, there's a real possibility he's like, there's nothing comes of this.
He's not going to be like. There's no possibility he's like done in the NBA. It's just like a
No. Done the NBA.
you're
Absolutely
heading
not.
the wrong.
No.
You're heading the wrong direction, sort of thing.
No, I think there's a conversation that like you could be on your way out of Memphis, not like being traded, but like you might be alienating yourself from your team and your fans.
I did see that stuff though with like the Steven Adams stuff.
Well, that's the issue. Like if he truly is this immature and like unable to like come to grips with the reality of like who he is and like what it means to be an NBA player, you either have to bring in a ton of veteran talent or you have to look to, move him. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's just hard.
It's tough. No, there's no correct answer here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just don't be a fucking idiot. It's not acceptable advice, but just don't be a fucking idiot. What's wrong with you?
I guess like card wise, like what do you do if you have his cards?
Wait. Like I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that I'm gonna have at least 5 people come up to me with the Dallas cards and be like, "Hey, do you want to buy this card?" And it's John Morant. I guarantee it. People are gonna be trying to sell.
The thing with him is like, I don't really see his like prices ever going up again unless.
No, I just winning helps a lot, but like that's different.
They're not gonna win, in my opinion.
Winning solves everything. So whether or not he can or will, winning solves everything. So
fair.
Yeah. Listen, it's the reality of the situation. Like, I don't know, going into like the 2019 draft class in general, the top 10 is such an interesting mixed bag experience. And I have the top 10 list here. Zion, Ja, RJ Barrett, DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, Jared Culver, Kobe White, Jackson Hayes, Rui, and Cam Reddish. I also counted 10 on my hand, like incorrectly and weird. I don't know. The point is, it is such a weird mixed bag of like players that could dominate the league, be like the face of the NBA, and guys who are already out of the league 3-4 years later. Like it's a weird draft class now. Just like top 10, looking at it for the moment, it's pretty weird.
I think even going into like the NBA, like these recent 2 or 3 years or whatever it's been, I think people are starting to find a lot more value at the end of the rounds.
Yeah.
Like the better players are almost ending up in the back half of the first round almost every time now. Not the best player maybe, but the better like average of the players in the 15 halves. Like,
I mean, that's just good scouting. That's better teams being in that spot, really. Like 28 through 31 in the 2019 draft class, for instance, is Jordan Poole to the Warriors, Keldon Johnson to the Spurs, Kevin Porter Jr. to Cleveland, and then the Rockets. So whatever, and Nick Claxton to the Nets. Like those 4 players right there would have been lottery picks if the draft was redone today. Like,
yeah, I mean, I would take all of them over basically the top. Besides the top 5, I would take them over the rest of the 5.
You would take Keldon Johnson over someone like Darius Garland, or
no? Beside or top 6, I guess.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant. I want to make sure.
Culver, White, Hayes, Rui, and Reddish.
Well, once again, I didn't even check this yet. I'm not sure Jared Culver is still in the league. He might still be like
he was on the Hawks at the beginning of the season, so I'm sure he is. Yeah,
Dude, what a fucking he is. He's in the G League. Okay, so he's not technically in the NBA. He played 10 games this year for your Atlanta Hawks. He started 1 game. Yeah, he's done.
He was actually decent, not gonna lie. But
I mean, once again, he's done. Like whether or not he's gonna come back to the NBA at this point in time or not, his career's basically wrapped.
Yeah, he's not a top 10 pick.
No, he's not. He's barely a first rounder at this point, or maybe even a second. I don't know. The point is, like, drafting is a crapshoot, but like when you look at this draft class for what it was, Zion can't stay healthy. Ja's a fucking idiot. RJ was expected to be the number 1 pick for quite a while, and then was just fine. Actually, RJ's a pretty good player, but he's not like he's not a franchise player. He's mid.
He's mid.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. He's good. He's pretty good. He's a player. He's a player.
He's like a number 3 or 4 on a championship team.
Yeah. He is someone who's probably gonna have like a 15-year career and be like, good. Like, oh yeah, remember RJ Barrett? Yeah, he was good. But
Yeah, he's like Jeff Green.
you know what? That's not it's not the worst thing you've ever said. I don't hate
Wow.
that.
Okay.
What else? I don't know what else to talk about NBA wise. It's just so tough. This is a weird time.
I mean, there's only like 15, 20 games left, so we're getting down to the
Yeah,
home
this is a good
stretch.
time to start. I said this last week or 2 weeks ago at this point. I'm not sure we said it with Mikey. Good time to start selling into like the postseason hype.
The
Like
hype, yeah.
Yeah. Or just keep buying like I am, because basketball for me is just the easiest sport to move. I love basketball.
I would say you should start buying when teams start getting eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm an opportunity guy, which is
The
why
panic sells.
Yeah, dude, you gotta zag when others zig, which is why I put so much money into Josh Allen, because fuck it, people are buying significantly worse quarterbacks for way more of way higher price. So fuck it, I'll go buy the other ones. Speaking of NFL, we do have some more NFL talk. All right, we talk about Lamar slightly. Who do you think gets him? If the Ravens don't keep him now on this non-exclusive franchise tag, who do you think gets him? Like,
I've been looking at Twitter for like the last like 2 hours, and every team that possibly could have been in on him like isn't going after him apparently. So I'm really not sure.
it would be so interesting if the Jets end up getting him, but like,
They're the only team I've seen that hasn't confirmed they don't want him. So
well, the Jets are also talking to Aaron Rodgers, which we have noted here. Yeah. They need a quarterback so badly, and Zach Wilson collectors are in shambles these days. But
I think they're going to get Rodgers.
I think they get one of these guys. I could see Rodgers being it. I can also listen. I think it goes either to the Jets, which would be so funny for another Packers quarterback to go to the Jets, or retire. Like,
I agree, 100%. Both
history is going to repeat itself. It's gonna be mad weird in 3 years when Aaron Rodgers is a Viking, right?
Can you imagine?
Dude, I mean, it happened with Brett Favre. I'm mostly kidding, but like once again,
well, he'd have to play for the Jets first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I don't know what's gonna happen there, but Jets, you most likely will have a good quarterback, and that's
yeah.
I don't know how these prices are gonna go though. I mean,
I don't either.
Whoever ends up on the Jet, I think is gonna spike, because Jet fans are stupid and want their guy to be good. So
hashtag Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah, Gary Vee would be mad happy. He just wants to buy the Jets.
Yeah.
The Giants, please don't pay Daniel Jones $45 million. They did. Fuck. I hate this. I hate this so much. And then you have a note here about how there's so many quarterbacks who are going to be in the top 10 this year, and how it's going to be good for cards. I agree, but once again, same issue that we've had in the past. Product prices continue to go up. Group breaks are going to be really goddamn expensive for anyone who has a quarterback to go after. And most of the good products are not going to be out until like later this time next year, which is scary.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to know who's decent in a year's time. So, oops. Oh, well.
Or will you if like Anthony like sits out the whole season?
Dude, if Anthony Richardson does not play the entire season, I'm going to buy so many of his cards and just wait for him to start, and then you sell immediately.
What if he gets arrested?
Fuck. Then I panic. then I what do I do? I just I say it's a conspiracy and that they're filming my man, and please buy my cards. I'm so terrified. I'm so underwater in these.
Then you resort back to Kellen Mond.
Oh yeah, dude, the GOAT, please. No, I keep buying David Johnson 101s and just pray he somehow comes back and does. Actually, he was on the Saints this year, if I can admit it.
He played?
I think he did for like a play. I think he literally was on the Saints for like 2 minutes.
That's unreal.
I know, right? Once again,
he honestly might have had the biggest like fall off I've ever seen from a player.
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of running backs who fell off super hard. Yeah,
dude, he went off. He went from like GOAT to like literally not on the team.
So he played 5 games for the Saints. He had 12 rushes for 24 yards for a long of 5.
That's 2 yards per carry.
I know, right? I mean, David Johnson had like basically 3 good years, 1 good year. He had 1 good year, but
that's just not true.
It's not a lie. So his best year,
looking it up.
Best year, 293 rushes, 1,200 yards, 16 touchdowns, was All Pro. As a rookie, he was All Pro as well, but like 125 rushes, 581 rushing yards, and 8 touchdowns. I don't know how he made
He
the
had
all-pro.
like one good year. Yeah, he had
Yeah,
one good year.
there's so many
I
like
don't know
random
why.
running backs.
I remember him being so much better than this. I don't know
I
why.
want to wait. I want to see if Steve Slane was any good because I know it was Arian Foster who was dope, but I don't know if Steve
He
Slane was
was
any good.
a special teams guy.
Oh well, actually, you know what? Steve Slane did have 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns in his rookie year in 2008. So Arian
Wasn't
Foster that was dope. And this is just another
he?
segment of Remember Me.
What year was Arian Foster? 07?
No, Steve Slane was 2008. Arian Foster was like 2013.
No, no chance.
Yeah, yeah. Arian Foster
No
was like,
chance.
yeah.
I'll bet you anything. It's not 2013.
It was. Oh, I'm not. No, we're not super far off from 2010 to 2014. Arian
You're so
Foster made.
far off.
I said 2013.
I thought you said, we're talking about his rookie year.
Arian Foster was rookie in 2009. I'm talking about when Arian Foster was like dominant. So
Oh,
Arian
I was
Foster.
just trying to figure out what year he was a rookie.
Okay, it was 2009. Yes, but from
Okay.
2010 to 2014, Arian Foster made like 4 Pro Bowls. And
He was
2013 was the
insane.
one year he was hurt
How did him and Andre Johnson like never do anything?
because the Texans are cursed. It's the trick.
They had such a good team.
Dude, once again, like Matt Schaub was not a bad quarterback. He just loved pick sixes. Like,
Dude, he fucking threw for 500 yards for the Falcons when Matt Ryan missed a game.
so fucking funny. Yeah, another segment of Remember Me. Once again, thank God for fantasy football because like this is where it's at, man. I can do this for hours.
Speaking of hours, let's
Yeah.
go to another event that takes hours.
Yes, but now with
Baseball.
pitch clocks, it's going to be a little bit less. MLB
20 minutes less. That'll make
Yeah,
a lot more people
give or
watch.
take. I'm all for the pitch clock. By the way, this is such a good idea.
Disagree. I'm so against it.
Do you want to call any hot takes here? Do you want to save that for another time? Do you just want to do it off the cuff? Because I have nothing prepared for this. I was kind of asking if you wanted to.
Let's just go. Let's do a quick World Series matchup and 2 MVPs.
Okay. All right. So World Series off the cuff. I'm gonna go Padres Yankees. I wonder why. Oh shit.
Who's winning?
I'm gonna say the Padres.
Oh, you're not gonna go Homer?
I'm not gonna go Homer, so people can't call me a Homer. So I'll just go with the 2 jerseys I have above me. Say the Padres win. I'll go. Let's go. Who do I want to say is MVP? I'm gonna say Trout wins MVP this year, which is not that spicy of a take.
No, that's spicy.
And in the NL, I'm gonna go and say Manny Machado because I'm gonna say the Padres make the World Series. I'm gonna say Machado wins MVP.
All right, I'm gonna have a super Homer take here.
So Braves versus who?
Still thinking of my AL team. I think I'm gonna go. Oh, this is so tough. I want to pick the Yankees, but I just don't think you guys are gonna make it.
The thing about the Yankees is like they are probably the 3rd best team in the AL, maybe 4th. It's tough.
Who's in the Central?
The Guardians. That's about
it. Yeah, no, we don't do
that's
that.
it. That's who's most likely going to make it through, unless like the Twins somehow do it.
I'm gonna go Yankees Braves. I'm gonna go Braves.
That'd be very funny if it ended up being Yankees Braves.
That would be an electric World Series.
Oh, you fucking do. It'd be great. I don't know if it will happen, but
MVPs, I'm gonna go Trout as well, and I'm gonna go Matt Olson.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have. If you're being a homer, I think we have the same.
Am I out of focus?
You're a little out of focus. I think Trout can win another MVP. I don't know if Ohtani can do it again. It'll be tough.
I think he's gonna get hurt this year.
I don't know if he gets hurt this year, but like once again, like whoever ends up paying him free agency is gonna probably regret that deal within like 3 years. Like it's just gonna be so much fucking money. He's so much money for a guy with so much like, you know.
He's beginning with a 5 in his contract.
Yes, which is why I think within 3 years you're gonna really regret that deal, especially if he can't continue to pitch and hit. They only can do 1, which would most likely be hitting. You're not going to get the fair market value out of it.
Well, are you thinking? I mean, I would assume he would probably get more than Juan Soto.
Yes. What Ohtani is doing has never been done before to this level for this extended period of time. So yeah, I think his deal, if he signs for 10 years, Starts with a 5. I agree with you. If he signs a 5-year deal, it's going to start with like, it might start with a 3. Like, honestly, I think by the time he signs a
60 a
5,
year, yeah.
yeah, I really think like most bang for your buck, if you really wanted to, and you signed like a 5-year deal for $300 million, you don't like blink an eye at that.
Yeah, but I think someone's gonna give him more. Like, there's no
Oh, I
way.
agree with you. I agree with
Yeah,
you
there's
100%. But
yeah.
it'll be so interesting. I don't know. I think the Angels can make a playoff series this year, which might be the hottest of hot takes, which is super unfortunate. I don't know, man. It's so tough. Who do you think wins Cy Young?
Oh Jesus.
Is that too tough? It's really tough, especially like in the NL. There's like 10 good pitchers that can win the win the Cy Young.
I don't want to sound like a homer again, but NL, I'm going Spencer Strider.
That's
Um,
such a hot take. That's God damn it.
he was ridiculous last year.
I know. Who won the Cy Young last year in the AL? Why am I blanking on this?
And then AL.
I'm already googling it. It was Verlander. Okay.
I don't even know.
It was Verlander in the AL.
Who are some guys in that? DeGrom.
Well, DeGrom is never a question of player. It's injury.
Health, yeah.
NL
That's the one
has
I think of, right? I mean, AL wise, like who
AL. You
else
have
is
Cole. You have Rodon.
okay?
You have what's the Astros guy's name?
Framber Valdez.
Yes, he could win he could win a Cy Young.
Mhm.
Shane
Yeah.
Bieber can come back and win it if he returns to form. It's so tough, man.
Totally off topic, but has Trevor Bauer signed with the team yet?
Nope. I would love the Yankees to sign him if like he and Garrett Cole didn't fucking hate each other.
Yeah, I want the Braves to get him too, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean you're paying for the minimum, and like you get a player that could be a
so
fucking
good.
incredible 5. He's just a piece of shit
Yeah.
sometimes. Although he does make good YouTube content, he's so fucking funny. Like
He is really good videos.
Dude, his YouTube videos and momentum is great. I'm a fan of Trevor Bauer through his YouTube stuff. He's very
I used to
fun.
love their like podcasts they did with like random MLB players.
It's almost like being well connected in a sport is good. Like what?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What other anything else for baseball? You really want
World Baseball Classic. I mean, I was just basically gonna say it's starting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I have no idea what's gonna happen, dude.
It starts
this
tonight.
Week. Tonight? Oh yeah, you're right.
11 p.m. I think tonight.
I'm not gonna watch
it. But I don't think the USA doesn't play till like Thursday or Friday. I don't think
that makes sense. I'll try to get a game or two, but I'm not gonna get it.
It's actually gonna be cool though, because like all the stars are playing this year for the first
time.
I
know that's the thing too. It's like
live, probably.
I saw someone make note of this on Reddit. Like this is the first year the Yankees, the United States is actually trying to get their stars in because like Mike Trout was apparently rallying everyone. So
yeah, Harper was gonna play, but he had the surgery. I mean, there's like so many studs in the team.
I know
like,
it'll be interesting. I can't wait to see how it shakes out. All right, let's talk about some random topics. I will let you take the lead here because these were yours.
I will hit us with these and we'll see what we think. So, first one is the PWCC to send raw cards on their weekly. I'm not sure about Premiere, but I'm sure it's the same with Premiere. I don't know if they need to be graded or not. You'd probably know better than I do. But basically, to sell raw cards on their platform, you have to have it like NBA authenticated, which is like $3. It goes in the black label sleeve on top of the top loader.
Correct.
I don't think it really provides anything besides maybe like a rough guess at what's wrong with it, but I don't even know if that's true. And these copies of cards are selling at auction for like anywhere from 50% to like 200 or 300% more than anywhere else like eBay. It's kind of absurd and it makes absolutely no sense in my opinion, but
dude, cards never make sense. Like I don't question it anymore. I've realized that like dumb things just happen because people are dumb and they want the shiny label or the authentication that says this is something. I stop.
But I'm not calling it like a scam. But
it's not a scam. It's just like
people
being dumb.
It's like what is making people bid this much more on this copy saying it's real versus the copy you clearly know is real on like eBay?
Stupidity. I don't know. Listen,
Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I agree with you. I don't know the answer. I just assume that people just do not know the fuck they're doing. And I'm not saying people are taking advantage of the situation, but people are capitalizing on a market inefficiency, and I empower them to. You should do that. If you can make more money out of it,
Fair enough. Yeah,
I don't
I
get it.
agree.
You're not
Yeah.
doing anything wrong. You're
Yeah,
making
you're not
fair
breaking any
for
rules.
fair.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
go for it.
Next one. This is a controversial one. I'm excited to hear what you have to say about this because I'm not quite sure what you're
I
gonna have
just
to
read
say.
it. I just read this. Oh God.
I know my personal opinion. I don't know if I'm actually gonna say my personal opinion, but
I'll
we'll
say my
see.
personal opinion. I'm okay with
Okay.
catching some fire.
So, so I don't know if "are you allowed" is the right way to say this, but basically the idea of like
Do
laughing,
you laugh and
judging.
judge people? How about that?
Should you laugh, judge, comment, kind of like pick fun at people losing hundreds or thousands of dollars on like John Morant or other prospects that do these things and kind of like flame out, lose you money? Is it like poor etiquette to do that, or like what's your opinion?
So I'm going to go with it depends. That's my politically safe answer because here's how I justify it. Because I will poke fun. I'm a little bit of a troll. I talk some shit. I'm okay with that. I do that very often. Only when the person is asking for it. If they are really blowing smoke up people's asses about, hey, this player's XYZ, he's so fucking good. He's next Michael Jordan. He's next Mike Trout. He's incredible. Meanwhile, he's like a 17-year-old in A-ball who gets arrested for DUI, let's say, and like is out of the league. I'm gonna poke some fun at you. You deserve it. You're talking all this amazing shit, how he's the next great Mickey Mantle, and he flames out. You deserve some shit. You know what? You do. Because no one's gonna keep you in check otherwise. If you're someone who bought John Morant because you're a Grizzlies fan and you got burnt, no, I'm not gonna make fun of you. That's not how this works. Generally, it is the people who are hyping up those hype beast mentalities of like, this player is so fucking good, don't miss it. You're gonna be wishing you bought him 5 years ago, and they end up sucking. Then I make fun of you because you deserve that. That to me is the line of, are you being a piece of shit when this player is doing well? And you know, is it kind of like the karma coming back at you? That's how I defend it.
I'm gonna totally agree with your politically correct statement there. I have no other comments. Definitely,
Yeah, I mean that's
100% agree
that's
there.
the safe answer, and I think it's true. Like, unfortunately, some players do flame out, and it's just get out of the situation. But like, if you roll with it and you bought that player because you thought it was going to be good, that's perfectly fine. I fucked up on several players I bought, but I'm not going out here on Instagram and when the player dunks the basketball or hits a home run, I'm like, he's so fucking good, I'm so excited, unless I'm mocking you. Like, I
Yeah,
openly will mock certain things. Dude, I do not take the card that I own too seriously because my opinion does not
yeah.
fucking matter.
I mean, it's definitely fair because I fucking did the same thing with like Cam Reddish and like DeAndre Hunter. I'm sure people for very
I've
open.
teased you about Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
You're my
yeah.
card.
It's like it's so fair. It's just kind of funny. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a good
it.
topic. I
You
feel like.
have to embrace it. Like,
Yeah. Well, I
if
do
you're
think there's also a difference between like Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, Matt Ryan, and like expensive John Morant cards.
yeah,
There
once
is a
again,
difference there.
they're 100% different. Like,
Yeah.
once again, like, because you're actually like a Hawks and Atlanta sports fan, like, it's fun poking fun at you because, like, haha, Falcons fucked up and did this, or Hawks did this, lol. But like, you are actually a fan of those teams. You're buying those players because you like them. There's something to that, and I respect that a lot. If you're just buying the next shiny thing because you are a hype beast or you want to follow the hype beast, you better be expected to lose your money or accept the loss with grace if it happens, or take your win. I don't really care. But just understand that if you are saying how this player is so good and then he sucks, you might get some trolling. And it's rightfully earned, in my opinion.
Agree.
Yeah.
This last one I'm gonna amend a little bit. I have a second part to it actually, so we'll go with
Okay.
the first part. Just basically your thoughts. There's nothing wrong with this concept I'm gonna say, but like people that post on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, showing like an offer they get on a card on eBay and asking people if they want to match it before they like accept or counter it or whatever.
I'm going to
Like, what are your thoughts
shill
on
every
it?
auction doing that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding. But you realize how easy it is to do that? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Just have your friend send you an offer, like,
$20,000 for my Josh Allen.
yeah,
I'm gonna take it for 18, please. No, I
yeah.
mean listen. Now, I will say this: if I get an offer on eBay that is legit, and I'm negotiating with someone like, "Hey, man, I got it for $500 on eBay for this card. Here's the screenshot showing the proof. Give me $475." And I've done that. I actually have done that, and it works. But I'm not going on Instagram stories and posting, "Oh, I got a $500 offer on eBay. Like, give me $480 for it." No, but I'm negotiating with someone. I'll show you proof. Hey, I got this offer. This is what it looks like. I know what I've been offered in the past. Like, let's make a deal happen, and it works. But I'm not going to Instagram and posting every single offer I got on eBay. Like, match my offer, please. I need money. Or it's saying before I counter. You're very fucking bold if you say you're going to counter
that one's something. Yeah.
Yeah, that takes some nuts. I respect that, but like I could do it. I would just laugh.
And then my amendment to this one is it's more so just kind of like I think it's funny, but it is when people like post things for sale and then at the end of like the post they like threaten, they're like, if they don't sell, I'm gonna send them to get graded. I'm gonna send them to auction. So
I do that.
Buy them.
I do
No,
that.
you don't.
I do. I do say it like, hey, this is a movie. Where'd you go PSA it? Like, I don't care. Like that.
No, but that's different though.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like people like they're trying to like get you to buy it or else they're gonna do this. Like you do it a different way.
But I've done that. I have posted like, hey, this is like a 9. I'm gonna go PSA it if I don't move it. Okay.
That's so different though. It's like I don't know how to. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Like I've realized that like I take sports cards about 80% seriously. Like I'm willing to poke fun at myself and the sports card industry as a whole because I don't take it as seriously as everyone else. I probably should take it a little more seriously, but like I've realized like if you just fucking have a conversation, you're probably gonna get something done. Like I'm willing to work with most people if you're not a piece of shit. And it's okay. We could figure it out. Like this fucking card is worth 10K. All right, whatever. Like figure it out. Like just make it work. It's such an interesting thing. I will also, if we're just talking about poor etiquette in general on Instagram, one thing that is super funny, and this drives me fucking crazy, is buying John Morant, David Johnson 101s, Josh Rosen. Okay, what's your budget? Oh, 4 cents. Oh shit, I can't help you. Like, I wish people just included budgets in their stuff. I think I've talked about this before. Just fucking,
or like what card they want, like more specifically.
Yeah, just like guys, don't tell me you're just buying John Morant cards. Because guess what? There are people who have 6-figure John, well, okay, maybe 5-figure John Morant cards these days. Or $1 Josh Rosen cards that like really want to move them. Good. But you're just making it you're not making it easy for them to do so. So like put a budget, put more information there. It's really you want to make it as easy as possible because guess what? If your name is Card Collector 11111211, I'm going to fucking forget your name if I have a card you want. So you might as well make it as easy as possible. I'm looking at your story for 4 seconds. Just tell me what you want and your budget range, and maybe I have it.
Yeah, they definitely would streamline the process a bit.
Also, one thing that I'm going to call, not call out, but like worth noting, I've seen I think you and Tyler have made inventory pages now on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm kind of bad with it though. I don't really use it.
Well, welcome to updating your Instagram page for fucking 7 years like I have. It's really helpful.
Yeah.
It's hard. It sucks. I don't post a lot of my stuff on Instagram these days because like I'm either gonna DC it and just like get it out of the house, or it's cheaper stuff for a story sale, or both. Like it really it's difficult when you're either balancing not lower end, but let's say more liquid items that are like $50 to $250. You're not gonna fucking Instagram that, or you have to run a story sale. It's like inventory pages are tough, and I get why you guys are struggling with them. But I've also gotten to the rhythm of doing it for fucking ever, and it's interesting.
Yeah. I think it's more so like just getting like I think what you're doing is probably the best way to do it. That's what I used to do. It's pretty much what I'm going back to doing now, but it's like getting people to actually like take the time to like click over to that one to then look at it. It's almost like more effort than actually just keeping it updated.
You're right.
So yeah.
Ow. Okay, I'm gonna dry mouth. Okay, that basically wraps up the episode. I'm gonna go cough a fit or cough up along in the next 2 minutes. So,
all right.
Anything else we want to cover? Or are we good?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, that was a pretty successful episode. we're gonna get some more guests on here. I've been talking to a couple friends who are definitely interested in coming on. In addition to higher end card collectors that we've had on, like Mikey and Sasha, a showrunner who wants to come on the show, talk about their local card show. He also works for MLB Network. I think we talked about this in the podcast. I might have just texted you guy about it. I have a friend who really wants to come on. We'll work through some timing with them. I'm not sure it's gonna be next week, but like it'll be someone we had on. A couple other people we're talking to, including one of the largest or one of the fastest growing consignment services on Instagram and probably other platforms as well. Just a little hint of who we are talking to and some others. So I'm excited to eventually have some actual friends of ours on, and it's really great. So
yeah, perfect.
All right.
Well,
end this episode before I go cough because I'm gonna go cough.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you again next week.
Peace.
Peace.